magic, let's dive in.
So tell me, what do the cards reveal? What's the truth they conceal? She's the high priestess with the key to every question that's haunting me. A lover's heart or a warning from the past. In the terror's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos, I find my place.
In the tarot's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos, I find my place. The moonlight glows, the veil is thin. Lunar affinity will call again. Thanks for walking in the light, where guides whisper pure insight. Until we meet, the cards will wait. Mystic whispers guide your fate. With every message our spirits send, for cosmic dreams our souls transcend.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Amy, I did get your donation. Go ahead and drop your question when you're ready. All right, let's take a look. What was the Blue Jay bird Amy saw today? A sign from Elijah. If there's a loud background noise, it's because my dishwasher is running, so hopefully you can still hear me fine. Yes, Amy, 4 of Wands. Did you see it near your house? Because 4 of Wands can talk about the home or a house, home life, that kind of thing, family, community, etc. Oh, that's awesome. I have a yes for Amy. Um, to be honest, Amy, I know this might sound absolutely crazy, but I feel like this was a parting gift actually, because as we know, it's been said by, I can't remember who you said specifically about that, he's reincarnated, or he is in the process of reincarnating onto this earth. So I feel like this was almost like a parting gift, if that makes sense. You might find that the timelines match up really well, give or take a couple of weeks. The card I pulled was the Nine of Pentacles, and this talks about independence. It talks about like all the work and effort you've been putting in through your grief, and this cat giving you that spiritual safety and companionship that I think you're looking for, so that way you can feel more independent, if that makes sense. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Hermit, which speaks to maybe in times of loneliness or isolation. This cat is here to provide comfort and support. I think that um, if you can find a way to adopt this cat out, um, like get it to the vet and make it your own cat, like your own, I think you should. Because right now it's a stray that you're feeding, I believe. So I think you need to assume responsibility and adopt it if your parents will let you, because I know you're still living at home. You're wondering if he said the cat to you because of everything you're going through. I just hope, even though Elijah's in the means of reincarnating, part of his soul can still watch. I don't really know how that works, because I don't know what like, if you think about it, if we incarnate and we're like, let's say, Amy, that you're living part of your soul right now, you don't cognizantly know what the rest of your soul is doing in the spiritual realm. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what my soul is doing in the spiritual realm. So I suppose it's possible that part of his soul is looking over you, but it wouldn't be in the same way as if he were to stay in spirit. Does that make sense? Because his cognizant soul is reincarnating. I think that if you're, oh, good, I'm happy to hear that. I think that if your mom can connect with the person that told him that he's reincarnating, I think that she should ask them if he's reincarnating into like the soul of someone who will be like close to you, like in proximity. Is it someone that you know? They need to ask because I don't think I'd be able to figure out that answer for you, but I think the person who said they're reincarnating would be able to tell you. My intuition is that this person is on the other side of the world. I don't think the person is near you. I don't think the soul that's reincarnating is anywhere near where you're at right now. I suppose it would be possible for you to cross paths with this person again, but they would be, 20 years younger than you. So I guess you'd have to do the math, I suppose. But I feel like they're not near you. For some reason, I feel like they're not close. Your mom says that for your culture, parts of soul can remain and watch over, but it won't be the same as before. Yeah, that's what I think too. Oh, into his family lines. Okay, so it's not close. Yeah, I was gonna say if he's got any family in like the west, so like California, Washington, Mexico, New Mexico, like just like on the west side. I think Oregon is over there, if I'm not mistaken. I think that if he's got family over there, it could be that. But for whatever reason, it feels like he's like at opposite sides of you. And so maybe not on the other side of the world, maybe on the other side of the country or something. But I do like that he's being reincarnated back into his family line. I guess I feel from him for some reason that he does not want to relive the same type of life that he had before. And he was afraid that if he reincarnates like as his sister's child or something, that he wouldn't be able to break free of certain cycles. So I think that he's trying to have a different experience. Right, in the Georgia family, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, it would always be really cool if you could talk to his mom and ask him if anybody in the family has fallen pregnant or is expecting in the next couple of months, because then you might have your answer. You found it interesting that he does still send you signs with the blue jay. Yeah, exactly. I think that there's always echoes of us because the energy never dies, you know? So like he probably left residual pieces of himself echoing around you. I always thought he'd come back as your child. You know, it'd be really freaking crazy is if, let's just say, like, I know it sounds crazy, so we're spitballing. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but like, let's just say he has a distant cousin or something like that that's having a baby with someone right now, and somehow you guys end up crossing paths and getting into a relationship, and that child is Elijah, and you end up becoming the baby stepmom or something. Like, that would be kind of crazy, but I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, of course. I was just thinking of all the different crazy stuff that could happen. Hey, Taka. I'm ready for you if you want to get started. He said, you know what's funny? I was thinking maybe a cousin of his is pregnant, and then you said distant cousin. Yeah, then wouldn't that be wild? That would be kind of crazy. You just never know. I'm sure crazier things have happened. Taka, that sounds good. Whenever you want to post your BOGO, just go for it. Amy, are we all settled up? Was that everything you needed for tonight before I move on? For now? Okay, that sounds good. All right. Pisces thoughts when he thinks about your connection. Is there any regrets on it, etc.? No contacts. I don't know why, but I was thinking of him recently. I was the one that ended things back in January. Okay. Pisces thoughts when he thinks about Taka. Girl, he has not changed. He has not changed at all. I have the Temperance card, but it came out in reverse, which speaks to imbalance, self-indulgence, which might have been part of your issue, lack of perspective, recklessness. And then I specifically asked, does he have regrets? And I got a no, like a strong no, 9 of Swords. So something is telling me that he's pretty much where you left him, to be honest. Sometimes when we have healing to do, we can think of someone and it's not necessarily meaning that they're thinking of us or that anything is different. It could just be a part of your subconscious trying to remind you that there might be still some things to work through when it comes to him, for yourself. Because I feel like this person is like acting on impulse. When I see self-indulgence, it makes me feel like selfishness or just really self-centered or self-focused. That's the nice way to put it, is self-focused. Now, I think that when he thinks about you, he has a lot of anxiety. I think that he's very nervous to even consider communicating with you. You can be a very intimidating subject for him. And I think that it's because of you specifically. So maybe through his actions, and that's why he's not ready and or willing to kind of hold himself accountable, because he just wants to avoid it because that makes him feel better. He was very toxic. You're glad you closed it off. You were just being nosy. Yeah, so he's still kind of just doing his own thing. He's still has those very toxic tendencies. I wish I could say that there's something more going on here, but I feel like Spirit is saying you did the right thing. 6 of Swords, that you made your life easier by dropping this dead weight, if that makes sense. He still has like sneaky tendencies. I have the 7 of Swords, which means you can't really trust the energy. So his tendencies are to be cheating, lying, scamming, manipulation, like all the things that would make someone untrustworthy. He still leans into those tendencies. And there's like subtle notes here of like indecision and the inability to like just choose a path and stick to it. So I feel like he's not very consistent either at this time. The bottom of the deck, we have the Moon, indicating that things are still hidden. Like, I know that you're not interested in rekindling this, but if you were thinking about it, the Moon indicates that there's a lot that you still wouldn't know that he would keep from you, and that he might even be keeping from himself, because this is a heavy on the avoidance scale. So let's take a look at your second question. All right, and just to remind me, Taka, this is the guy, Jay, from your job, right? You said absolutely not. This is who we normally talk about. What are Jay's overall thoughts and views towards Taka? Okay. Communication speeding up. All right, let's take a look here. So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is actually a good thing for, in my opinion, when it comes to your connection, because it means that the focus is on you. You're still approaching very detached. Okay. I think you just keep up what you're doing, because every single time that I do a reading for you and him, I feel like I'm feeling more of his energy putting in the effort. And I think that's the sweet spot. So I want you to keep doing what you're doing. I like when I pull cards and I feel that he's putting more effort in energetically. That is how it should be. That means that you guys have balance between your masculine and feminine energies. Well, that's okay if the Pisces is making you cautious, because it's actually working to your benefit right now. Now, what's going to become a problem is if this does get off the ground at some point, and let's just say Jay is like, hey, I talked to superiors. I let them know that I was interested in you. I got the okay from above, and I really would like to take you out on a date. If you're interested, like, let's say you guys get to that point, I don't want this Pisces to come in and block your ability to progress the relationship. So remember when I said earlier in question 1 for the BOGO, I was like, this person may be coming up in your subconscious because there's still some things for you to work through to heal from that. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, this person's thinking of you or that you need to get back with this person. It can just indicate that your subconscious mind is saying, hey, you're considering entering into something new. Let's kind of try to be aware of these things and work through them. But the Seven of Cups from his perspective is stating that, like, you might be his only focus. You like are, I feel confident saying you're his only focus. You're his only love interest at this time. The Seven of Cups upright indicates that there's a lot of options, a lot of moving pieces. He might be talking to multiple people, etc., etc. Seven of Cups just means options. It means choices. And Seven of Cups in reverse indicates that you have one choice. So it's like the opposite of multiple choices. And it can speak to that you are the one that he's focusing on. It also talks about how he doesn't have his head in the clouds. He's very much here, planted, grounded, focused on what's realistic. So there's a lot of this connection that you have with him that he feels is based in reality. This is even if he is fantasizing, let's just say, he's not like so head in the clouds that he's not also thinking realistically about this connection. He's not also thinking practically, because he is. I feel like he's gaining clarity about your connection the more he gets to know you, the more he sees, the more he likes. And he just feels very secure. I feel like this is a very secure person. I feel like he, may be shy, sure, but I think he's confident. Okay. So there's a difference. And I feel like he's very secure in himself and who he is. And I think with the Three of Wands, he's saying, like, I'm willing to kind of see this through. I like the idea of expansion with her, meaning that he's not shutting anything down mentally. He's not trying to put up blocks or anything like that. He's saying, I'm open to see where it goes. Kind of like what you had said when you say you're just kind of going with the flow. That's kind of where he's at. He's feeling more, I suppose you can say, expansive. He's feeling more yeah, let's just keep going down this path. Hey, Amy, thank you. I don't think I got any other donations since Taka, so you'll be next after Taka, Amy. He feels hope. He feels revitalized in this connection. You make him excited for what could potentially come. I want to say that, real quick, let me tell you, the devil is sneaking out of this deck right now. I think that speaks to his physical attraction for you that he doesn't want to admit just yet. But a lot of times, like, when you exit a relationship, again, this is a metaphor, but I'm trying to explain how he's feeling. When you exit a relationship, you have put all your hopes and dreams into that person. You see a future with them. You're trying to understand what's to come with that person, right? Then you guys break up. And then you're thinking to yourself, okay, but now what? Like, when am I going to meet the next person? What are they going to look like? What are they going to enjoy? What are their hobbies? What do they do? What do they sound like? What do they smell like? And you are kind of in this place where you're just kind of like, if I think about my next partner, all I can think about is my ex. All I can think about is them because they're the only one. They're the one right now that's in the forefront of my mind. I can't think of the hope. I can't think of the future because I'm just trying to process this breakup. And I feel like for him, he's saying she's giving me a little hope back. Like she's getting me excited about what's to come. I'm putting her face in that place of a potential romance or whatever. And he's saying like, I can picture it now. Before, I couldn't really picture who the next person was going to be. But now that I've met her, I can kind of see it. And so that's like the feeling of the star, is where you start to feel like you've got hope again and you're feeling a little romantic again and things like that. And I feel like he really is a stand-up person. I love this guy's energy. I love that he's like a provider, that he's a go-getter. He's very motivated. He would rather carry all of the responsibility than try to dole it out. I feel like he's a very hands-on leader, very good leader. And I feel like he's saying like, I want to continue to put more effort into this connection with her and just kind of see where it goes. So what I would say, Taka, is just keep doing what you're doing. Don't put pressure on the connection. Allow him to take the lead. That's where he feels good. And I think you'll continue to see progress because he feels like it's just happening at a natural pace. And you guys are kind of on the same page. And honestly, Taka, like this is the fun stage, right? Where you're getting to know someone. You know, you could be with someone for 8, 9, 10 years. And while that's such a beautiful place to be in because you're much more secure, you know where you stand, you're more established. But sometimes you think back in the beginning stages and you're like, I kind of want to go back just like for a day or two and like experience the newness of the relationship again. So I want you to just really enjoy right now. I want you, even though there's some unknowns, you're not really sure where it's going to go, and a lot of times we want the answers, I really want you to just enjoy this time of getting to know one another, having a crush, stolen glances, conversation, and just like really see where this can go, but just enjoy the now. Because if this does blossom into something bigger or grander or whatever, I feel like this time right now is going to be so special to you. So just harness it, enjoy it, be present. That is my recommendation. But let me go ahead and get your channeling really quickly here. Taka, I think I've done a channel message for you before, but do you want me to email it to you? Do I normally email it or do I just read it out loud? I can't remember. It's nice to not be the one with all the energy. Yeah, exactly. Let him carry it. He likes carrying it. I'll read it out loud. Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and get that going. That sounds perfect. Well, let me pull some cards for you and see what I can, get. And I'll be back in just a couple of minutes to read it out loud to you, okay? You're very welcome. All right, Taka. All right, so he says, there's something steady in the way I feel around you. Safe, seen, and maybe a little more myself than I usually let people see. I don't always have the words, but I notice everything. Your kindness, your strength, the way you take care of things, even when no one asks you to. I admire that. I feel like I'm caught in my own thoughts, trapped between what's appropriate and what's real. I overthink, sometimes hold back because I care more than I probably should, and I don't want to lose what we have. I wonder what it would be like to build something that lasts with someone who actually understands me. Someone like you. That thought has crossed my mind but feels too big to say out loud. It feels like we're both reaching for something in the quiet, unsure what it means. I may not always show it, but I feel it. I'm here trying to understand it too. All right, girls, so that is what I have for you. Let's go ahead and move on to Amy. Amy, is your channel message from Elias? You're welcome, Taka. Have a good night, Taka. Thanks so much for stopping in. All right, let's see what he has to say. And Amy, you like your copies of the message, right? Okie dokie, Smokey. Wait, what did I say? You said it was really cute. What did I say? Oh, well, I'm glad you liked it. Whatever it was, you're more than welcome to use it. Let me go back. Hold on, what did I say? Oh, yeah. Okie dokie smoky. I just heard it. That's funny. I also say sometimes okie dokie artichoke as well. Oh my gosh. It's funny. What the heck is going on with my iPad right now? It's acting really weird. I don't like it. This is a super sloppy writing. I'm so sorry. I still think you're going to be able to read it in the future, but the message is coming in like really fast right now, and I don't want to miss anything. Do what you gotta do. Actually, Amy, I think you might be my last one of the night because this I don't think anyone else has sent any donations. So I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna sign off. Let me get this sent to ya. Yeah, but I'll be back this weekend. I'm most likely going to be working Saturday and Sunday. So that's why I didn't do free reads tonight because I just needed a quicker night personally. Okay. So he says, I've been putting off what needs to be said because I don't know how to say it without really messing it up. I know I have been giving you mixed signals. One minute I'm teasing you, leaning in, making it feel like there's something here, and the next you don't hear from me or I disappear, and you've been incredibly patient with that, but I also know it must be confusing as hell. I want to live in the moment and have fun with you, but I know afterwards that can leave you with a lot of questions. The truth is, I am conflicted. I like you. Something with us just clicks. I just don't think I'm ready to take that next step. I think I want to keep things how they are for the time being, and that is where my head is at. So, with this, it feels like he almost kind of really can't help himself when he's around your personality. It's infectious, it's contagious. He wants to interact with you and engage with you. And he's like, I can't really help myself when I'm around her. Like, I just feel a pull to like want to do these things. But he's saying that like he doesn't want like those moments to confuse you or make you feel like there's something more to this right now than there is, I guess. So I feel like he's kind of saying like I just want to be in the present with you. I just want to like enjoy our time together. But I don't want us to read into that too much. And I think, Amy, you just have to take that however you feel. But if that works for you and you like that dynamic and you're cool spending time and having fun when you guys are with each other in person and that's it for now, then I think that's great. And if you're like, no, it's not enough for me, I really would like something more than that, then, you know, set a boundary. But that's where he's at right now. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And as long as you're okay with it, then I think it's fine. You like more in the future. You don't think you're anywhere ready, but what a spin of things. Yeah, so I guess just take it for what it is, and that's cool. All right, girl. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. I don't want to hang around too late because I am working this weekend, so I've got to get some things done. But I appreciate your support, your donations tonight. It was good seeing you and Taka. I'm not sure if she's still in here or not. But yeah, y'all will see me the next couple of days for sure. For sure. Like Luna genuinely, I was like, why is Elias egging me on? He was practically like wanting me to tussle with. Yeah, Amy, that's what I mean. He feels like your energy is pretty infectious, like contagious, I feel like he would say. And he like just is drawn to like interact and engage with you. And I think he's kind of like, I can't really help myself. Because I mean, the guy has fun with you. The guy has a lot of fun with you. I think his concern is when everything is said and done and the night is over, is she going to try to want something more with me? And I'm not ready for that. So it's you know, you guys both have to determine for yourselves like what is going to work for you. And you know, like you said, Amy, you're not ready. If you're not ready, then that's cool. Then I think this is a great little sweet spot to be in right now where you're not really letting your feelings get invested. You're just having fun. But if there comes a time where you feel like your feelings are developing for this person and it's not really going anywhere, then I think you need to set a boundary. But you can just take it as it comes and decide for yourself. Every day will probably feel a little different, and just there's nothing wrong with figuring it out as you go along. As long as you guys are on the same page, I don't see anything wrong with it, you know? All right, Chica, have a good night, and you're welcome. You're very welcome.